Welcome to Mean Mugging in Games. I'm Nathaniel, and today we're going to be looking at Commoner Chane in honor of him becoming living legend. Chane is our Shadow Runeblade and is really quite powerful in Commoner. First, we'll go over his equipment and deck, and then we'll take a general look at his strategy. For our weapon, we run what all Runeblades run, Rosetta Thorn. For our equipment slots, we have a pretty standard suite. The core of our equipment is Aether Ironweave for our body slot and Snapdragon Scalers for our legs. Our helmet and arms are our most flexible spots. Against most heroes, we are running the Ironrot Helm and Ironrot Gloves. For arcane damage, we have our pair of Null Rune, which is Crown of Dichotomy, and Null Rune Gloves. And if we need AB3, we also have a Null Rune Robe. We have two additional equipment that are for very specific matchups. We have Quelling Sleeves for those go white heroes that we just need a little extra oomph to stop, such as a ninja. And we also have Ebb and Fold for Runeblades that are running Rosetta Thorn, or perhaps in some wizard matchups. Our deck runs a pretty standard Shadow Runeblade build with red and yellow Bounding Demigod, red Ghostly Visit, and a full rainbow of Riftbinds and Seas of Agony. We do run quite a bit of standard Runeblade cards as well. We have Arcanic Crackles, Shrill of Skull Forms, Meet and Greets for the extra go again, Drowning Dire so we can get Dominate to close out games. Because we're running Rosetta Thorn, we need some more non-attack actions besides Seeds of Agony. Lead the Charge Yellow allows us to go a little bit wider. Minnowism is still incredibly strong, and Blue Whisper of the Oracle has become a staple in Runeblades. For a Fringe Blue card, we have Flock of the Featherwalkers for the blue pitch, while still having a good enough of an effect to help. We are running the classic Chane strategy. We want to shackle every turn and block out for the first 2 to 3 turns. Definitely go first if you have the choice. This is where something like Flock of the Featherwalkers shines, since it can give you a quicken token. If you can get little chunks of damage in here and there, definitely do so. Occasionally you might find that you didn't need to block with your full hand, and swinging in for 2 from Rosetta isn't a bad move. Because you will go through your deck so fast, whenever you pitch, try to use blood deck cards as much as possible so you can get that back into your deck and into your banish zone. Definitely watch your arsenal. Having something like Arcanic Crackle in there is tremendous, as it allows you to get in a hit. You want to have a 0-cost card in there, as that will be incredibly helpful when you're trying to turn the tables. Split damage is key when you're getting in pings, so you can close out closer games. Preserve your life as much as possible. Once you hit a key turn, more than likely you will have to take a beating. However, blocking out some and holding on to blue is usually the play when you're trying to pivot. This deck does poorly against super aggro decks like Dash and Fi that can output a lot of damage very quickly. Even though you can block out a ton, most of the time you're too low life to pivot. Usually you can hold your own against most decks like Ninja and even Guardians if you can block just enough so you don't get hit by on-hit effects or crush effects. You need to be able to block as much as you can, and the only reason why you win it in the first couple of turns is because you can output more damage than them. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on Commoner Chane. Please consider liking and subscribing, and join us on our journey through every hero in Commoner, and remember to be good to yourselves and good to each other.